There's a guy on eBay selling a mod for these. $900, something like that, or euros, what have you. What he does is he replaces the analog output stage with a valve output stage, and I can see the logic behind that. But I don't see the massive £900 figure for doing it, right? Considering, look, junky display, well, when it's switched on, it's pretty... There's a common fault with these things. They just go dull, and you can barely make out what they say. You can see it, but it doesn't bother me because I'm going to use it as a transport with my tricord. Now, but what I think I would do, though, for those who would like a decent CD player, is modify this one, if they've already got one, and give them an idea how to do it themselves. Now, see this chip here, 2114D, right? It's the analog output stage. I know it's only one chip, but it actually sounds okay. You can get away with a half decent chip, but what you have to do is you have to forget about that supply and that thing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a circuit board up that will, because it's symmetrical, so it'll be like plus and minus 15 volts say for that. I would say about 12. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that separately from the DAC, because there was an article a while ago in Hi-Fi World, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there was a QED Digit DAC which had a resistor, it wasn't a resistor, it was a link and a diode which you had to remove, so that this little chip that they had on its own could be replaced with a decent supply, and it did make a big difference. And then later on QED brought out the reference model and sold it for about 700 quid. But NVA at the time, they did a similar thing and sold it for about 800 quid, something like that. It was just a QED Digit with loads of power supplies, and he did a great job. So, come on, think about it. If you put a huge toroidal transformer on that, right, clean up the digital side and the DAC, because DAC chip's just under here. It's a TDA 1549. Nice little chip that, like. But just honestly, Bobby basic stuff. Now we'll find out how good I get this once I finish the mods. I remember doing modifications on a CD67 SE, and it was better than it was a Lin player at the time, and it was £4 HD CD was good on it, like. But there was a lot done to that and had extra power supplies all over the place. So there we go. I hope you like the video, and leave any comments if you think, you think yourself, well, what sort of improvement will I get just running the analog output stage from a decent transformer alone without even touching the DAC side. But to be honest with you, you have to put a good power supply on the digital, which I will do. Right, I'll see you when I get my glasses.